operation of a high-performance liquid chromatography instrument. The instrument will already be turned on for you, and the applicable mobile phase and operating conditions will be set up for you. Both of the HPLC systems may be in use at the same time, so you'll have to select the system that's set up for your assay. To set up your sample for a scan, click on the blue arrow in the top toolbar. The Single Run Acquisition window opens. In the Sample ID box, type a description for the sample about to be injected. For example, if you're analysing the 20 parts per million theophylline standard, type in 20 ppm Theo. The method should already be selected for the appropriate method. The data path should also already be selected. In the Data File box, type your identifying details, for example, your surname or group name. Click the arrow on the right-hand side of the Data File box and select Sample ID. The scans will be labelled according to your identification details, the numbered position of the sample that's being analysed, and the sample identification. When all of the information has been entered, click on Start and wait for the files to be prepared. When the Waiting for Trigger message appears at the bottom of the screen, the system is ready for sample injection. You'll need to use a syringe to inject the sample into the instrument. Place the tip of the syringe into the solution and draw up the plunger slowly to collect about 50 to 60 microlitres. Expel the solution into a waste beaker by pushing the plunger down. Repeat this process another 2 times to ensure the syringe is thoroughly rinsed with the sample. Draw up approximately 50 to 60 microlitres again and check for air bubbles in the syringe. If there are air bubbles evident, you need to remove them, as they will cause interference in the analyses. To remove air bubbles, place the tip of the syringe into the solution and push the plunger down quickly. Draw up the solution slowly, and if the air bubbles are still there, push the plunger down fast again. Repeat this process until the air bubbles have been removed. Before injecting your sample, ensure the valve has been fully rotated anti-clockwise so it's in the load position. Insert the syringe into the injector port so that the entire needle is inserted. Push the plunger in to inject the sample. Leaving the needle in the injector port, turn the valve clockwise into the inject position. This will inject the sample and will trigger the scan to automatically start. The sample will run a scan for a preset duration. When the scan is complete, the sample will be automatically integrated. To print out the scan, click on the printer icon, select Reports, then Area %. Remove the syringe and remember to switch the valve anti-clockwise back into the load position. Rinse and prepare your sample for the next sample run as previously demonstrated. When changing to a different sample analysis, remember to change the information in the Sample ID box. This is the only information that needs to be changed for any subsequent samples.